Now, the big story, of course, last week was Jose Mourinho leaving Manchester United, and the response against Cardiff away with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in charge was actually quite spectacular, Liam. They did get a great start. Rashford scored directly from a free kick, which wasn't a free kick, I didn't think. But after 3 minutes, they're 1-0 up. And really, particularly Rashford, I thought, and also Lingard, Martial, they played without the fear that I've seen that's been evident in the last year under Mourinho. There definitely was a spring in their step. Now, I don't like cliches like playing with a smile on their faces, as the BT co-commentator said. It was a bit of a bullshit cliche, but they definitely were liberated, and they hadn't scored 5 goals since Alex Ferguson's time.
Well, Eamon, look, the word was that at Old Trafford and at the training ground in Carrickton, the atmosphere was diabolical.
Yeah.
Everybody was coming in and not looking forward to going into work, because of Mourinho's manner, because of the way he was conducting himself. He was like a bear with a sore head day in, day out. And, players don't want to come into that kind of atmosphere.
Especially young players, Liam.
Yeah, young players, and he singled a lot of those young players out in the squad for public criticism, which was all wrong. So I'm sure as soon as Solskjaer went in there, he said, let's enjoy our football again. We're Man United. Let's pass the ball. Let's win by scoring goals. You guys are playing Rashford and Lingard. I want you to take people on. Martial, I want you to express yourself.
Yep.
I don't know whether that was ever being said. I think if they got a goal up, Mourinho was more intent on just keeping that lead rather than going and finishing the team off. And they weren't playing for him. I don't care what anyone says. They'd had enough of him, and it showed starkly on at the weekend and on Saturday evening that those players were delighted he's gone. They're not going to come out publicly and say it because, they have to show some respect. But absolutely, they're delighted that he's gone. And whether Solskjaer is the long-term answer or not remains to be seen. But I certainly believe now that Manchester United will challenge for that top 4 place, even though they're 8 points behind.
Yeah, and the bad news for anybody who doesn't like Manchester United is they have a string of games now. I looked at their next 6 games, Bournemouth and the lesser clubs in the Premier League.
I think they've got Southampton as well. They've got Southampton coming up. Yeah, they have 3 or 4 games. And I think the hierarchy at Manchester United said, well, if we change the manager now, he's going to come into some games that are very, very winnable. Yeah. And I think there might have been an element in that when they got rid of Mourinho when they did. Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise...
Do you agree?
I do, absolutely, because he would have maybe got good results and started marching around the place again. If they did, it's a shrewd move, and it's the first shrewd move they've made for some time.